Okay, why did I used to travel with 3 different bags? One for skincare, one for makeup, one for shampoo and everything else, and somehow I still couldn't find anything when I actually needed it. So when I saw Emmafy CrushKit, I wanted to know one thing. Can this one bag actually replace all of those? Because if it can, I'm packing completely differently from now on. If you've traveled before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You pack everything perfectly at home, and then the second you get to your hotel, everything somehow becomes a disaster. Bottles rolling all around, makeup mixed with skincare, toothbrushes somewhere at the bottom, and don't even get me started trying to find one tidy item in a bag full of stuff. I've tried the little zip pouches, I've tried clear bags, I've tried separating everything into categories, and honestly, I always end up digging. That's why the CrushKit caught my attention. The whole idea is basically everything in one place but still organized. So first impressions, right out of the bag, this is definitely a lot bigger than what you think of when you think of a toiletry bag, but it's not just one giant empty compartment. It has 4 separate compartments for storage, and that's what makes this space so useful. You got areas for things like makeup, brushes, bottles, and other travel essentials, and then there are elastic bands and mesh pockets like literally everywhere. So all your stuff just doesn't disappear underneath. And I actually like that because having a lot of space is great, but organized space makes the travel bag way more useful. Okay, let's see how much I can actually fit in here. I'm starting with things I would normally bring like on a longer trip. I have like shampoo, conditioner, body wash, I have skincare products, face wash, a billion different moisturizers because I use one for my face, one for my hands, one for my feet, makeup brushes, my bonnet, and all the random little things that somehow come along with me when I travel. This is exactly where the CrushKit starts making sense. Instead of throwing all of this into one giant compartment, I'm separating everything. I could put bottles over here, brushes over here, smaller products in the mesh pockets, and because the elastic bands hold bottles upright, they're not just rolling around loose inside the bag. And look at this, I'm still packing. This is also designed to fit full-size toiletries, which is a huge deal if you're someone who doesn't want to transfer everything into tiny travel bottles every time you go away. And I feel like that's one of those features you don't appreciate until you've spent 20 minutes squeezing shampoo into a tiny bottle. Now, here's another thing I really wanted to see, the wet and dry separation, because this is where toiletry bags can get annoying. You don't want something damp sitting next to your makeup or inside your bag getting wet because one product wasn't completely dry. The CrushKit has internal divisions with water-resistant lining designed to keep wet items separated from dry essentials. So if I'm packing after a shower, or I'm heading home, or something is still damp, I have a dedicated place for it. That is such a practical travel feature. And this might be my actual favorite part. Look at all the little normal bags I normally need. 1, 2, and 3, and now 1 and done. This is what I mean when I say it's not just about having a bigger toiletry bag, it's about consolidating everything. Instead of packing a bunch of little bags into your suitcase, you can have one organized kit, and when you go to your hotel, you just take it out and put everything on the bathroom counter, done. And you don't have to actually be traveling to use this. The CrushKit is designed for everyday organization too. You can keep this in your bathroom, use it for your gym bag, keep all your skincare together, or just leave it packed with your travel essentials so you're not starting from zero every time you take a trip. And because it compresses when it's not completely full, it doesn't have to be this giant empty box taking up all this space in your suitcase. So is this actually a must-have travel essential? For me, the biggest selling point isn't even how much it holds, it's the fact that I don't have to dig anymore. Everything has a place, full-size products can come with me, wet and dry items can be separated, and instead of bringing 3 or 4 different pouches, I can bring 1. So if you're planning your next trip, or you're just tired of your bathroom counter looking like a mini airport security checkpoint every time you pack, I'll put the Emmafy CrushKit down in the description because apparently the secret to packing better isn't packing less, it's packing smarter. These are on BOGO sale. I'm gonna drop the link for you in the description, and make sure you use my code Priscilla10 to save an extra 10%. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.